Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Yeah, we would have lost our virginities at 17 years old and we would have called it a day, okay? Listen, hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. As you can see, we've wasted no time. Just getting right into it. I'm so excited to be announcing my next guest here onto the show. Now, before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to thank you guys again so much for all the love and support that you continue to show the show. Of course, to Mike Hamilton and everybody involved at Rogue Media Network for allowing me to continue to do this show. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And of course, to all of you, just thank you. I'm giving you virtual hugs right now. Now listen, before we continue with this very, very exciting and fun episode of The Public Affair, I want to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by David Santabañez with Alinea Real Estate. He's the #1 sales agent in his office. That's why he's going to help you buy a home or sell your property. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea or call the number on the screen for all your real estate needs. My boy David is still out there doing the damn thing after all this time. He still remains the #1 sales agent for a reason. Y si habla español también. So make sure you hit up my boy David Santabañez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Anika Armstrong with my obsession, Armstrong's Bayou Cafe, serving the most authentic Cajun cuisine with a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pasta, seafood, and more. Now listen, my favorite is the crabby seafood pasta. You know, all the pastas go hard though. All the pastas go hard. If you haven't been, Big Mike, you gotta go.
You gotta check it out.
You look like you're a nice little Cajun man. Like you want some Cajun food.
I ain't very picky.
And that big stomach. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And everything is absolutely to die for. Locations at Union Hall on Franklin and at Union Grove in Woodway. Follow at Armstrong's Bayou Cafe Corporation. My girl Anika Armstrong. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Blue Star RV Services with Manny Guerrero, a mobile RV tech who can fix all RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and even food trucks. Because you guys be like, to have food trucks and them hoes be breaking down, all right? He deals with the warranty companies, so you don't have to. All you gotta do is pay him a small service fee, and him and his team are gonna go out there and make sure everything is taken care of. Follow on Facebook or call the number on the screen, the Manny Guerrero at Blue Star RV Services. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the JB Auto Detailing with Joseph Blancas, who provides mobile detailing for all of Waco and the surrounding area. Now listen, sometimes the detailing that be getting a little bit expensive, right? But if you just go to jbautodetailing.net, he has a package affordable for you, and you're still gonna get the best guaranteed work done. Just listen, go. He's promising 100% satisfaction. That's what I meant to say, right? Pricing is such at jbautodetailing.net. Call the number on the screen of book and follow on Facebook at JB Auto Detailing. To Joseph Blancas, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. I love saying this one. To Carlos Salazar with Tamborazo, Estilo Rancho. I love saying that. Providing live music for any event, birthday parties, quinces, weddings, divorce parties. If you left your man because he left you for another man, you throw a party for that, they got you too. Get the party started with the best group in the area. Sure to get everyone off their feet and enjoy the festivities. Call the number on the screen of book and follow on Facebook at Tamborazo, Estilo Rancho LLC. To Carlos Salazar, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, we're not going to go on without thanking Waco Bolt and Supply Company, your new go-to source for nuts, bolts, and all industry supplies, offering a wide selection of high-end products with competitive pricing. Perfect for all my friends who are on here that are handymen, the construction workers. You know what I mean? You guys all need the tools and the hard hats and the gloves and nails and all that stuff. Just order with Waco Bolt and Supply Company and Se Habla Español También. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys. So like I said, we've wasted no time just catching up. You know, I haven't had a lot of people that I went to high school with that were on this podcast. I mean, we had Matt Ordonis, who I love.
My boy.
We had him twice.
Yes.
Timo, we can't forget Timo. He was on here twice too. And then me and Robert Fraga just came and, you know, we acted like nobody knew we were gay in high school. And he was just recently on the podcast. But, you know, I went to school with my next guest, first of all, welcome, Big Mike.
Appreciate you.
Michael Hamilton. You had the same name as my producer.
Yes. I told him he might be my dad.
Yeah, okay. Yes, yeah, the same name as my producer. No, well, yeah, Big Mike is here. We went to high school together. I haven't seen you since high school, but we've definitely been keeping up on social media. They don't call you Big Mike for no reason. You're as big and scary as you were in high school.
Oh my God.
And he acts like he doesn't remember this story, but you scared everybody in high school.
I don't feel like I intimidated nobody.
You were intimidating.
I had the braids and the grill coming from university, so maybe.
Yes. You were dating a girl. I don't care what you say. You act like you don't remember this story. I will never forget because I don't smoke weed and I only drink seldomly. So I remember everything. I'm a fucking elephant.
Okay.
Some might argue that I look like an elephant. But no, yeah, he did. All the kids in PE were scared of you. I remember that. They were like, that's Big Mike. I was like, well, who is that? Like, and if you messed with his girlfriend at the time, he was gonna whoop your ass. Damn. Yes, that's what they always said to me. They always said this to me. So you were scary.
Yeah, man. You say that, but I don't feel like. But I guess going from university, going to Midway, it was a big culture change.
Okay.
So I know the principals there
Mm-hmm.
wasn't very fond of my look.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
with the braid. You know,
Oh, yeah.
remember we had the dress code.
We did have the dress code. It
Your
was strict.
braids couldn't touch your
Yo,
collar.
but go to Midway now, and
It's
that shit,
it's different. It's not
it's
like
so
that.
different. It's so diverse
They
now.
had to,
It's so
they had
like
to adjust.
they're like cultured now and
Mhm.
shit. It's real weird.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, it ain't like it ain't as bright as it was back
Yeah.
in 2000. It was that five when I
Five,
went?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, because that's when I started. Because I moved here from New York, so
Right,
well, Florida,
okay.
but New York, yeah. So I was like, bet. Listen, well, God, first of all, thank you again so much for coming on
Man,
to
I
the show.
appreciate you bringing me on.
No, yes,
I was blown when you asked me. I was like, well, okay.
You weren't blowing me. You were blowing me up.
I was blown.
Okay. You were not. No, we're not gay. Okay.
No.
I'm switching to chicks in 2024. Okay. No, yeah, I did. I wanted you on the show because, well, big shout out to Isaac.
Yes.
Who you train.
That's my guy.
He
yes,
is
sir.
the son of a couple of friends of mine,
Right.
Francisco and Desiree.
Good people.
Yeah, so I know that you train their son, and he's a beast himself. And
He is.
I told him he should have came on the public affair with you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
told them they should just let him be a cameo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
he should. He's a dog, man. He's
He
my guy.
is, yes. And so as soon as I've been watching you do your thing with that on social media and all that stuff, I was like, you know what, I gotta bring Mike. He belongs on the public affair, of
Man, I
course.
appreciate you.
Yes, no, but listen, for anybody who's like, well, Andrew, who's this big scary black man that you have on the show? Like, can you just introduce yourself to us and tell us a little bit about you and life growing up?
Man, like you said, call me Big Mike. I don't look as intimidating. I'm not as intimidating as I
He's
look.
really sweet.
I'm
is
very
nice.
sweet,
Yes.
big titty bears. What some
Yes.
people say.
Okay.
Funny. I'm goofy, silly. Love to tell jokes.
Yeah.
But just growing up, man, I grew up with my mom.
Uh-huh.
Just like the rest of us in
Yeah.
South Waco.
Okay.
Went to Cesar Chavez
Mhm.
when University Cesar Chavez was together.
Yeah.
Then they divided us. Went there.
Yeah.
Then went to University High.
Yes.
Started off there. I guess I was getting a little more trouble than I expected.
What was going
to.
on? You were fighting?
No, it actually wasn't fight. It was just the
Yeah.
attitude. I had a
Oh,
bad
you had
attitude.
an attitude.
I had an anger problem, bad
Yeah.
attitude.
Okay, got you.
And then me being bigger than my mom and stuff, she was just like, hey, I think it's best you go, stay with your
Right.
dad. Let your
Oh, I
dad teach you
see.
to be a man.
Okay.
And him being in law enforcement and everything too.
Oh, okay, got you.
So I was
Yeah.
like, so went over there and went to Midway, and like I said,
It was a culture shock.
it was a big change.
Wait, did Dad whip that ass into shape though, or
He did.
he did? He
Yeah,
did. Didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. He don't play. Dad don't play that. Mom did her thing too, but
Yeah.
she, single mom, 3 kids.
Right.
It was a lot. It was a
Oh, I
lot.
got you. Yeah.
So she was like,
When you look back at those times and you were living with your mother, was there a sense of resentment or anger when she did tell you to go live with your dad, or did you understand? Do you understand now as opposed to back in the day?
No, man,
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
me and my sister, my other sister Michaela, we wanted to.
Oh, I see.
Dad wasn't there at the time when we were young.
Yeah, sure.
He was out doing his thing.
Okay.
He was.
Doing those South Waco things.
Yeah,
Yes,
he was
okay.
there. He was working. He always
Yeah.
worked. But Dad was out there
Okay.
having fun.
Yeah, but I like that because so a lot of people in a predicament such as yourself, their dads are just not present.
Right.
Because they're just not present, period. And then in
Right.
this case, at least you guys were able to kind of reconnect, and it sounds like maybe he got it together, and
Yeah.
working in law enforcement or
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
the best he could.
Right.
He did the best he could.
Mhm.
Him too. He was a single father.
Okay, sure,
With 2 kids. Yeah, so it was new to him too.
yeah,
So he was learning, and he did the best. He did the best he could at the time. Both of them did. So
oh, I got you,
when I was younger, there was a resentment because they both didn't do things
right.
like I seen, especially when I went to Midway.
Oh, okay, got you.
And I was like, oh, your mom and dad do this, your mom do that, but
What's that in this though?
yeah. But now that I'm older, I understand.
Yeah.
Hey, they did the best they could.
No, for sure.
And it's all good. I love them both to death.
I think
so.
we all have that mindset too. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
We all
right.
see things in a different lens now.
Yes.
We're in our 30s, for Christ's sake. We're getting old. Like we're
And then
about to.
having kids of your own to
Ex-
make you see it too.
Oh, you do have kids.
I do. I have 2.
Oh,
A 10-year-old and a almost 2-year-old.
I don't have any kids.
It's time.
How am I gonna do it?
You go adopt. Go adopt.
I don't want to. I want to have my own real life kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are a blessing. They're a handful.
My
of
friends keep
blessings.
telling me that I need to switch to chicks though for real and try it, and I'm like,
Are you willing to?
No.
No.
I no. Mike, I'm sorry. I can't physically see myself doing that. I feel like I've talked about it on this fucking show 100 goddamn times. I can't. No. Women are just mad fragile. Do you know what I mean? They're so soft and delicate. I need someone big and strong. And
Go get you
fucking-
a still woman.
Hell no. reflect on any adversities that you had to face, though? I mean, growing up in a broken home, I guess it's fair to say, and single mom then single dad. Is there anything that you could think of in your life that was a pivotal turning point in your life? I mean, you mentioned that you had a bit of an attitude problem.
Right.
Yes.
Just angry.
Yeah.
I was always angry.
Just feel like for what? Who did something to you?
Man, I don't know. Just angry, dude. I was just always mad. I was just always mad and angry. I guess, every kid wants their dad, especially a boy.
Yeah.
You always want that attention, that good job, son.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, son. And
okay, got you.
I didn't hear that for a long time.
I see.
And I was just angry.
Okay.
Just angry. I was looking for that acceptance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then having to be the big brother and help with the little sisters.
Okay.
So
you are the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
Oh, you're the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
Got you.
And
yeah, that's got to be daunting.
Yeah. So help them out when I can, and just and I showed out.
Okay,
at times when I needed some attention, I acted out to get mom's attention, whether it was a bad attention or good attention.
Oof.
But I was very hard headed.
Who gave you the best ass whoopings? Was it your mom or your dad?
My mom.
Oh, really?
Well, she went to town.
Oh, shit.
She went to town. Mom's only 4'10".
Oh, okay. But
she's a firecracker, dude. If you met my mom, you'll love it. You'll love my mom.
I'm sure I need to run into her for sure.
Oh, she is something else. That's my mom, man. I love that woman.
Shout out to mom and dad. So listen, okay, let's get into your career beginning. That's why you're here on the show, right? Okay. Now, I understand that at the beginning you were coaching.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you were coaching kind of like inner city kids. Is that
right,
correct?
Right.
Okay. Can we talk a little bit about that and how you got involved in that and maybe some of the struggles in doing so?
Okay. So, started coaching when my nephew was five or six.
Yeah.
I seen, he started off with Southern playing flag.
Yeah. Southern Little League Boys?
Little League Boys.
Oh, I raised money for them once.
The Southern?
I think so, when I was on the radio.
Yes.
Yeah. The Ramoses coached that or no, you coached it?
No, this was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah,
this was.
Let me shut the fuck up. You're telling a story. Okay, go ahead.
I started off coaching him when he was young. Okay. I wanted, it was like my son.
Sure.
I was 20-something. I didn't have no kids at the time.
Yeah.
So he started out playing flag football. Me and my stepdad, we decided to coach him.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it.
Oh, okay.
I fell in love with it, and from then on, it was an every year thing.
Yeah.
Started off with Southern and Cleo out there. Shout out to Cleo. And then started off out there, man. And I've been in it ever since.
Right.
This past year was the first year I took in a long time where I was just like, hey, I'm gonna step away.
Step away. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I kind of wanted to get into that too, though, because I mean, like, wait, hold on. I'm digressing. So, was there a struggle in coaching inner city kids, though? I mean, they act out, you know what I mean? They don't have really like a lot of direction in their life, and and a lot of it, there could be various reasons. Things are going on at home that a lot of people are talking about. You know what I mean? And so I wonder, for you to, and part of coaching, you guys have this like duty to promote good sportsmanship and teamwork and to work as a unity. Did you have any struggles in doing that with coaching inner city kids?
Oh yeah. There's a specific org I coached, and they're a great organization, man. And I coached them, and some of their kids are from the rougher parts.
Yeah, sure.
And those kids are a handful.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely added the gray hairs on my beard.
Oh, is that right? I just noticed my gray hairs on my beard. I'm dying. I can't do this. No.
Man, they definitely added a lot of gray to me. But those kids are where I get my most pleasure from. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Where it's like, this is why I do that.
How did you get them to work together?
Man, after you bump heads enough, you just really connect with them.
Okay, I got you.
Let them know, man, that we actually are from the same background.
Oh, sure,
Little did they know I grew up, in the same way some of them grew up.
Yeah, for sure.
Parents split. Mom always working. Mom ain't there all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be the big brother. The same thing. You just connect to them. Once they realize, coach is real. He been through the same thing. Yeah. They tend to they tend to get you have your back. As long as they know you got you got their back.
Most definitely. Yeah. Do you think that any of them at some point were uncoachable though? Being the circumstances. Yeah, is that right?
I have ran into a few that God given talent like no other.
Yeah.
But it's just
they just can't get their head out of the clouds. So what do you do at that point though?
Man, I mean you can't be there forever.
Yeah.
So those kids, you love them, do the best you can, and you show them love and just you just pray.
That's
you really do. You really just pray with them, and because if football can't get you to change, even though they got all that talent, then I don't know.
Put them in soccer. All they do is fight.
And man, hey, we don't have some kids do that.
Are they fighting in football too? Yeesh. That'd be making me nervous, Mike.
Yeah.
I'd be getting all scared. Like, I'm scary. I'm a scary bitch.
Don't be scared.
I'm a scary little pussy. Like, I can't.
Yeah, man. They're great though.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Was there ever a time you as a coach maybe found yourself in a situation where you were going to kind of get out of character, whether it be coaching a kid that was uncoachable or another parent's kind of getting out of line and shit?
Oh yeah.
Or coach.
Oh yeah. You get parents that test you as well.
Yeah.
You get them that test you, and I think sometimes the parents don't understand how much time you put into it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They don't see everything behind the closed doors.
Right.
All they see is the Saturday games, and they hear you yelling, but they don't see the practices and what you're doing outside of practices, and the coaches meeting up, and you digging in your own pocket to pay for equipment, to pay for dues, and man, it's like that.
I know.
It's like that. You picking kids up, taking kids to practices.
Oh, yeah. What's the dedication?
Yeah. You do it, you don't do it for any reason other for those kids.
So were a lot of I guess it's a fair question to ask because we mentioned that it is inner city kids.
Mm-hmm.
Were a lot of the parents not present during, because I sponsor a soccer team.
Right.
And shout out to the Sogo soccer teams. I noticed that for the most part, the parents are usually there during practice.
Right.
Was that not the case for this particular instance?
Yes. You get some parents that are there. You do get some, and those you love them. You make sure you let them know, hey, I appreciate you.
Yes.
But you do get some parents who just can't be there.
Okay.
Whether it's they're doing their personal thing or whether someone just simply because of work. You know what I mean? They got.
But then to be the ones with the most
kids.
mouth, is that what's going on? Or?
Sometimes those be the ones. Sometimes those are the ones that all you do is yell at my baby. And
okay, I see. No, but it's too bad. Like if my kids are being coached by a coach, at that point, that is your parent. Like, you shut up. If he yells at you, don't be coming at me.
Right.
He's yelling at you. He's on your time right now. You know what I mean? Yep. Yeah. No, I wonder though. Like, so sometimes in games and stuff like that, though, like the coaches. I've seen this before. They be at each other's throats, right? But you're also trying to set an example for the kids that are not in the best circuit. Right. So how did Big Mike keep it together?
Well, I never had it. Fortunately, I never had an incident with another coach. Okay. I'm pretty good to get along with. I'm pretty, lay back. You know what I mean? Like you just said, because the kids out there.
Right.
There was one incident where after a game, we had the team I was coaching.
Yeah.
We played against a team that we used to be together.
Oh.
And so after the game.
Oh, yeah, those are the most intense.
Yeah, so after the game, we won. So after the game, a particular coach, he was, just talking.
Be a little mouthy.
Yeah, so that was the first time I really got out of character.
Did you have to give him those beaters? Or?
It was close to it. My mom was there.
Oh, okay.
Mom was there. Mom pulled me back, was telling me, if you don't get in the car, I'm going to call the cops on you. And then I noticed when I started seeing those kids in their eyes and it's like, you know what?
Well, you don't want to do that in front of the kids, though, because at the end of the day, they really are looking up to you. You know what I mean?
It's youth football. It's youth football,
they don't care. The parents have no chill.
Yeah.
I go to these soccer games and the parents be talking the most shit. Like I don't understand this. You know, I thought it was bad at the adult leagues. No.
I see some of these parents, they just they get caught up too far in it. Especially if they got a talented kid.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're like, oh man, my kid could do this and that. I could never do that.
I got you.
So they try to, sometimes they tend to kind of live through them a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
They get caught up in that.
I know.
So
I know.
Yeah.
Not on the Sogo soccer teams. I love all the parents. No, it's not them, but I've definitely ran into parents in the past before I was involved in sponsorship that I'm just like, they're like dance moms. It's like, oh shit,
man.
Yeah, no, you did abruptly stop coaching though,
right?
Yeah, and so what was going on behind the scenes? Because I'm sure that there's politics involved and stuff like that, and
Well, the last org I coached for, it was challenging. Yeah, but I knew it was gonna be challenging. It was. I mean, everybody knows that particular org deals with, some rough kids. But when those kids make it to the championship. And they get to go to Vegas, they're at Vegas now because they won championships.
Yeah.
So to see them do that is rewarding.
Sure.
But I had to step away with just because for my personal reasons. My daughter, she plays select softball.
Yeah.
And she started off hot.
Yeah.
But I was spending so much time coaching everybody else's kid.
Okay.
She got put on the back burner.
Oh, I see.
And so her skill, she was falling behind.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm being one of those parents now where I'm yelling at her and getting mad. I'm like, well, how can I get mad at her when I'm not even putting forth no effort to coach her?
So it wasn't anything necessarily that had to do with any beef with the organization.
No. No. As far as I know, I've never left the org on bad terms.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Man, I never left the org on bad terms. You know, but that was the reason why I left, just because of my daughter. My daughter, you know, it's my kid.
Do you maybe regret it sometimes?
No, I do not.
No, you don't. Okay.
That's my baby.
That's
I do don't, you know. That's why I started doing my personal training thing.
Yeah.
Because now I get to train kids who want to be there.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's forcing their kids to come there. We're like in football and you know, you're gonna go to practice. You gotta go.
Yeah.
We're here. You know, you're paying for it. You know, the parents, hey, I need my kid to get extra training.
Okay.
So you get to coach kids that want to be there, and then you deal with parents that want them to be there.
Yeah. So I wonder what was the you know what? No. We're gonna get into that in just a second. Okay. Yeah. Because I really want to know what the transition was like between coaching and then I'm sure you took some time off in between.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So wait, real quick. What was the time off in between like though?
It was about
it just focused on your daughter? Or?
Yeah, it was about a year. I took about a year off.
Yeah.
And it, just like you said, it was with my daughter.
Okay, got you.
I told her, you know, I ended up coaching her in Lake Erie Little League.
Oh, I see.
So I got to coach her, and that was fun. We had a great time.
Definitely.
We had a great time.
You should just coach her how to play football.
I should have, dude. She's big.
I'm sure she is. That's Big Mike.
That is that's little Big Mike, girl version. Dude, but she's just the sweetest.
That means she's scaring kids in school.
She's not. She's so sweet.
How old is she again? 10.
She's 10. She'll be 11 on the 15th of February.
Just bring her to your skills training. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Mike, we're gonna take a quick break, but when we get back, I've got some questions about your skills training.
Cool.
You know, I'm sure there's a lot that's daunting training a kid to become the best, and while it might be a lot of pressure for them, I'm sure it puts a lot of pressure on you too. Yeah. So we're gonna get right back into it. When we get back, we've got Big Mike here on the Public Affairs, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Oof. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this exciting episode. My very good friend, Big Mike, he's here in the building. Now, before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Bandas hauling service with Julian and Abanda. They rent dump trailers. That's right, you fill it up, and they're going to haul it away. They also do junk removals and tree brush removals and haul cars in and out of town. And now they're even offering roll-off dumpster services as well. Perfect for those big, giant get-togethers. You're going to have a quince or something like that, and everybody's going to be throwing the beer bottles on the floor. Don't worry, you just get the dumpster, and then you put it in the dumpster. They come haul it away. Listen, book now at the number on the screen. I always say that Bandas hauling service is a business that you want to have saved in your phone in case of a sticky situation. Hit them up right now. Julia and Abanda, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to my girl Myra Rosales with Strike a Pose Photography, a digital photo booth business perfect for parties, private events, corporate events, and so much more. Listen, if you need a personal photographer, you know, for your training and your sessions and all that, you got to hit my girl Myra Rosales.
That is coming.
Yeah, okay. Well, make sure you hit her up with the number on the screen. Okay.
Yeah,
that's all you got to do. It's fun, it's convenient, and easy. Make sure if you guys are having a party that you have a way to savor those memories. Call now and book now at the number on the screen. Follow on Facebook at Strike a Pose Photography. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair, and of course the Soko Soccer Academy with my boy Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, who I love. Soko Soccer Academy, located at 3304 Franklin Avenue. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training, also elite skills training to make your kids superb star athletes with professionals like George De Leon. They also have occasional open plays on Mondays and Wednesdays for ages 16 and older. And The Public Affair remains a very proud sponsor of the Soko Soccer teams, coached by my very, very best friend and brother, Coach Mauro Maldonado. Keep doing your thing, and thank you so much for the opportunity for me. I love sponsoring the team. I love sponsoring the teams. There's 3 teams. All right. The Soko Soccer Academy. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Leal Snacks with Eric Leal and Denicia Leal, offering the best vending machines and food areas perfect for your business or job. I know that you guys work at a lot of places and they have those outdated vending machines, or they don't have any food at all. Make sure you guys get with the best at Leal Snacks. Call them and get your business a variety of snacks and food to keep you energized and going for the workday. That way you don't fall asleep on your desk and all that, all right? Follow on Facebook at Leal Snacks for more detail, or just call the number on the screen to Denicia and Eric. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the on-the-road mobile repair, my boy Miguel Toretto. Listen, your car breaks down, you can't take it nowhere, something's going on, he's gonna come to you. I think that mobile road repairs is like the smartest thing in the world, and this guy is doing it. You can also book with him and drop your car off. That way you can get tune-ups, parts replaced, or really any mechanical needs that you guys have. All right, se habla español también. Call the number on the screen to book. To Miguel Toretto, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the OCL Penguin Benitez with Funtown RV. That's right, he's the best in sales at Funtown. Listen, Penguin is working overtime to make sure you and your family are situated and settled in the best RV suited for you. Summertime is around the corner. You guys are going to go camping. Make sure you're working with the best salesman to get what's best for you. Listen, toy haulers, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and so much more. Se habla español. Follow on Facebook at Penguin Cool RV Deal and Tips, and call the number on the screen. Thank you so much, OCL, for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys, we're gonna get right back into it. My very special guest, Michael. I don't know. Should I say Coach Michael Hamilton? Like, what should I say? Or just Big Mike?
You could Big Mike.
Just
Big Mike.
Just Big Mike. You know what we didn't do earlier? Before I asked who's been in your DMs as a coach. When we were in high school, okay, so you and I did not.
Right.
Talk a lot. Like, we didn't really communicate a lot in high school. Yeah. I mean, I knew who you were. And then, it was, I mentioned that I had Robert Fraga on this show.
Right.
Did you think we were like pulling wool over y'all's eyes? Like,
no. No, everybody knew about Robert, man. Yeah, for sure.
Over there twisting.
Yeah, I love Robert, man. He was. I did communicate with Robert a couple times through school and stuff.
Well, y'all were in sports, and y'all were in the organizations. I wasn't in shit, so that was
just back behind the scenes.
I got into step team in my senior year of high school.
Oh, okay.
When shout out to Carlisha Hicks, who
tried
to put that together. Yep. You know what I mean? And we were a hot mess express, but God damn it, we did it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we were horrible. No, I think some of us are good. What's a memory that you have from high school that you just
memory?
Yeah, besides the fight.
I actually have a lot of good memories from Midway. A lot of people don't really care too much, but I do miss school. It's really the sports, the brotherhood.
You know what? I wish, though, honestly, if I could go back to the high school days, I would have been in football.
Yeah.
I would have absolutely been in football.
I miss my brothers in football. I miss padding up with them, man. It was always a good time.
I would have loved shower time. And me and Robert talked to like some of the athletes. I was like,
man, do you remember Donald the Great?
Yeah,
he played football with us.
Donald, that's that extra guy. He's gay, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's extra.
But he's
still like that.
He was, dude, yo.
He serves tables, right? At a restaurant.
I don't know what he's up to.
You're talking about Donald. He's real tall. Now he got fucking braids and shit. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Oh God.
Athletic as hell.
Yeah,
too.
I see him all the time. He works at like different restaurants, I think. But yeah, he's cool. I always like him.
I remember Donald, and I remember going in there and I seen him take his shirt off, and I told everybody, I said, "But that's got to be the star."
Yeah.
And they looked at me and busted out laughing.
They're like, "That's the star."
I was like, "What y'all laughing for?" I was like, "That dude is huge."
Yeah.
And they was like, "That dude like dudes."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" And then when I talked to him, I was like, "Oh yeah."
Okay. Yeah, because no, he is real. Like he's like
gentle.
Yeah, he's real feminine.
You're gonna hear it in his voice.
But he was always real nice.
Very nice.
You can never, to this day, because I do run into him, and he says hi to me like we were best friends in high school. But no, I feel like Robert was supposed to be our poster child to come out in high school.
Yeah, he should have.
He should have. I told Robert Fraga in high school I would have wanted to sleep with him, but like now I don't want to sleep with him because he's not my type. He's not my type. I like ugly niggas. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I do. I like ugly guys. Like guys that are fucking ugly that nobody wants. So that way in a picture I can look nice. You know what I mean?
You want to stand out.
I want to stand out. I don't want no pretty dude with fucking eyebrows and shit. Like, what are you doing? Oh, we're late because my man had to do his makeup. What the fuck? No. Did you think anybody was suspect besides,
Man, I really didn't know too much about the gay culture. You know what I mean? Coming from university, if there was any gay people in university, they were very incognito.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't as open as it was.
Yeah, I got you. You know what? Listen, are you in a relationship right now?
Yes.
Okay. No,
I am. I mean, I'm getting married.
You're getting married.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
No, congratulations. I don't mean any disrespect by this next question. Shout out to the fiance. But before you were engaged and you were coaching and stuff, did you ever have any parents like in the DMs or anything like that?
Honestly, no. I mean, I don't know. Like,
honestly, give my son some private sessions.
Honestly, no, man. But I also don't come off as that type of coach either. You know what I mean?
I see. Okay.
I usually keep it very professional.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm blind.
Okay.
So if they were trying to, I didn't pick up on it like a loser.
Yeah, I got you.
So they're probably like, this dude here.
Like she's probably like really trying to make subtle moves on you.
But I've been Lindsay Vasquez is the girl I'm marrying.
Oh, okay.
So me and her been together for it's going on 14 years on the 14th of January.
Is that right?
There's a couple times in there we stuff happens.
Took some breaks.
Yeah, but for the most part I was with her. So
okay.
There's no mom or any parent has ever done that.
Tried to do that.
They respect it. So.
And Lindsay, she sounds like she fights.
She will.
She will fight.
She will.
Okay.
She will.
Behind
She
her
will.
family. Yeah.
She
Okay.
will.
Okay. So listen, let's talk about how you started in your skills training.
Okay.
Okay. So you did the coaching, blah, blah, blah. And then so at what point were you like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing and start training kids in football, like by myself, because you're not even a part of an organization anymore. So you're just like solely independent.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, why the decision to do that, and then what gave you the spark to get back into it?
Okay. Well, like I said, I stopped for my daughter.
Right.
But I love football. That's my passion. That's my first love. That's my first passion. And I still wanted to I still want to do it. Mm-hmm. But when I'm having Isaac's parents, you know, they're reaching out to me. Another group parents, Armando, you know, saying his dad reached out to me. He's like, hey, you think you can, you know, do any side trade? I had enough people hitting me up about it, and I've thought about it myself.
Right.
So I was like, you know, why not?
Okay.
You know, when I'm seeing some of these parents taking their kids all the way to Houston or all the way to Austin, all the way to Dallas for lineman training, and I'm like, I can do just as good, if not a better job than them. I feel like that.
Yeah.
We just don't really have too many people, if any, here in Central Texas doing it, especially in Waco. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try that out.
Try it out. Okay.
And then I tried it out, and dude, I got some amazing feedback and support from everybody.
That's good.
And Isaac's people has been supporting me from day one.
Yes.
Mondo's people been supporting me from day one. I'm getting some others that are becoming regulars. And I love it, you know. I love it.
And you know what? You are training beasts though. Because like even Cisco and Desi's son, he's like a big, like he's big. He's a big beast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then every time I see him, like if they bring him to like a gathering or something like that, he be acting mad shy.
He is.
Desiree told me that her kids are very shy. Do you train the little one too?
He actually just joined the training for the first time this past week.
But Joe is like, that kid's fast.
He is fast.
He's fast, right?
And I can't believe he's 11.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
But he is fast.
Oh my God.
He is fast.
Yeah.
But I you know, he just came just to join me because
for sure.
Dad, she actually had she was with Gigi.
Oh, okay, yes.
So you know, Gigi also was at Powerhouse Paddle with us as well. Right. Mm-hmm. So our dad's is training.
Okay.
I got Isaac, and then Cisco's there. So Cisco's like, hey, you mind if Joe just, you know, so he's not just standing there. He couldn't stand there.
Yeah, no.
So he jumped in with us,
for
and
sure.
he's awesome.
Now, your clientele is just kids, correct?
Kids or adults.
I was gonna say, do you have adults too?
I have one guy reached out to me. Mm-hmm. He was thinking about he wanted to get back in football. He's doing semi-pro. But you know, I had to contact him. Told him my schedule, so I'm waiting to hear back from him. But if adult wants to get with me,
sure,
you know, I'm down for it.
Okay,
you know, I'm down for it.
Keep your options open.
I'm very open.
Yes, you know what I mean. Yeah, I might want to be a part of the training as well.
You want to be part of the training?
I think I could have been a badass football player.
Yeah.
You guys think I'm a little pussy, but I really think that I would have been a fucking legit football player.
If anything, we can show you how to shove somebody.
I can.
We can show you how to put somebody down.
Listen, I've been trying to tell my friends to teach me how to fight. Right.
I've been seeing you hitting the weights too.
You see me though, right?
Yeah, I see you hitting the weights.
You gonna be
ready.
Do not play with me.
Yeah.
These bitches is sleep on me. Okay?
Yeah, I see you hitting the weights. I said, look at you over there pumping it on.
I am. Yeah, I'm fucking strong. But you know, I am a bitch though. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm scary, right? Like
until it comes time though.
When it comes to so that's what I've been talking with my friends about. I'm like, I need to learn how to fight because a lot of people like want to whoop my ass right now, right? Like, I don't know what I'd be doing. All I do is go to sleep, and then I wake up, and then somebody's pissed off at me. I'm like, what the fuck happened? You know, so I need to learn how to defend myself,
right?
And so you know, I don't need security. I am security.
There you go.
There you go. So we punch each other, and some occasionally, you know what I mean, and it hurts real bad, and I get bruised. Like I'm bruised right now. There's a knot right here, you know. But I'm trying to you'll stand that pain.
Yeah, man, come on down. We'll teach you how to.
I want to learn how to fight with you.
There you go.
Just let me punch that stomach a few times, and we'll call it a day.
I need to knock it off. I need to knock that thing off. I'm working on it.
Hit the weights.
We're working on it. Working on it now.
Listen, with anything, people get burned out, right? And so kids, I feel like kids have maybe like a short attention span, right? Mm-hmm. Like they get turned off of something real quick.
Right. Quick.
So what are your tactics in keeping the kids motivated to keep coming back and you know, doing the training and all that?
Just keep it fun.
Okay.
You have to keep it fun.
Right.
You know, the difference between, you know, training a team and then training a specific child is when you do the skills training, a specific training, it's a lot more teaching and talking. But you have to keep them involved.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? You have to keep them involved. And one thing I try to do as a coach is do the drills with them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Do the drills with them, and just keep it fun. You just gotta keep it fun, keep it simple.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. So, but like that's what I'm saying. So, in keeping it fun, I mean, do you make them like? I guess they're not racing, right? It's not like a lot of
competitive.
running.
Yeah, we get competitive.
You do get competitive.
Oh yeah, we talk a little noise.
I be seeing them do the fucking squats and stuff.
Yeah, we get competitive in there and scream and the yelling
for
and
sure.
Get the blood flowing, testosterone flowing.
Yeah, is it difficult sometimes for you though?
Yeah, you get tired, man. Yeah, you know, just like you here. You know, sometimes it's hard to keep that energy.
Yeah.
In and out.
I'd be tired after I do this shit.
Yeah, man. You know, I get off work, I go get my little workout in.
Yeah.
Then I train my daughter, and then I get my football boys coming in.
Oh my God, when do you sleep?
After they're done, go home, shower, crash, wake up at 4:30. Go again.
My gosh.
Go again.
No, I wonder though. You know, I wonder how it affects you individually, right? So you almost have like this weight on your shoulders where, you know, these kids are really looking up to you to make them the best.
Right.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so in doing so, I'm sure that you might deal with like a lot of conflict, like mentally, you know what I mean? So I wonder for you, how do you withstand the pressures of making somebody's kid, whether it's the parent that wants the kid to be the best or the kid wants you to make them the best? What are some of the pressures that you deal with individually? That, you know, like,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think about that, dude. You
know, teach me.
I'm very confident in myself. You know what I mean? I'm very confident in myself. I'm very confident in my knowledge.
Okay.
I've been around the sport a long time, you know.
Right.
And one thing I do is I make sure I humble myself to always learn. So there's times when I'm at work, I might have some free time.
Yeah.
I'm looking stuff up. I'm watching other people.
Okay.
I'm looking to go to other trainers to watch other coaches.
Yeah.
You know, because I will never say I know enough.
Okay.
Or I know everything. I do not.
You do not. Okay.
I do not.
Even with all these years in the game,
the game is always changing.
Okay.
The game is always changing.
I agree.
It's always changing. So what's hot now, or the teachers that are hot now, won't be hot in 5 years.
That's right.
So you have to evolve with the game.
Everybody can't have that conversation though.
So
I'm just, you know, so okay. Here's another good question. Like, you know, so would you still consider like a coach, I guess, for the most part? Yeah, okay. You know, I always see like a lot of coaches going at each other's throats, right? And so sometimes I don't like that, you know? Right. And so how do you stay above the fray? Because like anybody, I feel like when you excel in something for a certain amount of years, right? And for you know, longevity, when you achieve longevity,
right? I
feel like naturally people come and like label you stuck up or label you, you know, like you're hot shit.
Right.
How did you stay out of that? I need advice.
Well,
this is for advice.
Right. For one, man, I don't think I have that attention. Like, I don't think so.
Okay.
You know, if somebody does feel like that, baby, they let me know.
Sure.
I don't know. So, but you know, a good example of that is like what you're saying. It's like Cleo.
Okay.
You know, I started off with Cleo.
Yeah.
I also played my team against Cleo.
Oh, I see.
And he's beat me each time.
Yeah.
And I always tell Cleo, I want to beat you.
Yeah.
You know. And but at the same time, I respect that man.
That's what's up.
I respect him.
That's what's up.
And even though he's been running Waco for a while,
yeah,
I always wanted to beat him. I couldn't. He still got my number.
This is like your goal type thing.
It ain't my goal, but I would love to beat him.
You should put together your own super team, football team, and have Isaac and all of them. Joe, he could be a little running back or whatever. Okay.
Hey, you know, there's been talk. You know, possibly, maybe one day, because I have a son now.
Yeah.
Maybe one day going back home to Southern.
Do it.
Maybe.
You should totally do it. Now listen, walk me through what a typical just training session is for you like. So like let's use I'm referencing the Rosaleses because we're friends.
Right.
Like, let's talk about like when their son first came. Okay. So what is the first day like for somebody that's trying to get into football training?
Well, with him, like I said, I had him when he was 9.
Yeah.
When he started around the age, he just started with the very basics.
Yeah.
You know, you get him comfortable with the basics. You build confidence. Isaac is getting very confident, and you can see it. You can see it on film. Even though, like you said, you meet him outside, off the field, he's so shy. He's quiet.
Yeah.
But once he laced them pads up, he knows how to cut it on.
How do you teach him not to let it get to his head?
His mama gonna make sure it don't get to his head.
Oh yeah, well no, I'm not saying it got to his head. No, I'm just saying like if you know, how do you prevent that for any kid, not just
for any kid?
Yeah, you know.
You know, some of them they get it and they just they know you can do about it.
How do you pop that bubble? Like,
but because you always teach you show them.
Okay.
You show them.
Okay.
And then like I always tell them, there's always somebody out there bigger, faster, stronger than you.
You know what's so funny about that? Like, so okay, I told you I sponsored the soccer team.
Right.
Shout out to Coach Mar Maldonado. And so I remember we were at this like league. Then there's a league every fucking weekend, and so there is always leagues. And so we were at one league, and they were playing this other team. I think they were an age group up from Dallas. And I was like, oh, like, how do we, y'all think we're going to win? And they were like, no. You know what I mean? But they were like, but there's a reason why, he was telling me there's a reason why we're doing this, because the girls got really, really good.
Yep.
Humbling.
Right.
They were humbling, because the girls got creamed by this team. I mean, it wasn't even 10 minutes. I was like jaw dropping. The thing is, like, the coaches, like Morrow and the other coaches, they weren't frustrated. They were like, they told the girls, you see, there's somebody out there that's always better than you.
Always.
Do you know what I mean? And so now get it back together. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wonder, does the same thing run for football?
The same thing runs for football, for all sports.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, if you're getting where you're just dominating everybody, then you as a coach got to be like, all right, I got to challenge these kids more.
Yeah.
Because if not, then their work ethic goes down.
Yeah.
They get lazy. They get content and cocky.
Okay.
So then, it creates problems.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got to challenge them.
Yeah, I got you.
Keep them challenged.
Okay. So you make them go run and whatever, and then sometimes they can't run the whole mile. Okay. And so I mean, again, that can be very demotivating for a kid. You know what I mean? And so what is Big Mike doing different?
Man, I'm just, like I said, just keeping it fun.
Yeah,
challenge them. You have to challenge them.
When do you make them hit the weights and do squats?
We usually do that, but they'll sign up for it. So like I'll do one day would be dedicated to upper body day.
Oh, I see.
And then one day would be dedicated to lower body day, and then we'll have a day for training, football training.
Are you real weird with their eating habits and stuff like that?
I tell them what they should do.
Right.
I tell the parents what they should do, but I can't control what goes on at home.
I be watching what they cook because they post all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna start snitching.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm gonna start snitching.
I can't control what they do at home.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But
you give advice.
You give them advice. You tell them. And I mean, just like I'm sure your trainers tell you, no matter how hard you go hard in here,
right.
If you're not doing it right on the plate, that
is what
you'll be walking around looking like Big Mike.
Got you. Okay, so Big Mike, listen. Some people are watching this and they probably want to get their kids involved with some training with you, right?
Yes.
They probably want that. Now, is it just you focus just on football?
Correct? Right. I do a little bit of speed and agility and stuff like that with my daughter and a couple other softball girls as well.
So that's what I was gonna say. Can the things that you do like in your sessions, can they be utilized like for the other sports as well? Or?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, just just training athletes.
Yeah,
there you go. Just making athletes.
That's it.
Because if you're athletic, you can do just about anything.
That's right. I can run 2 miles now.
That's amazing.
I used to not be able to run 2 miles. I can run 2 fucking miles now without stopping.
See?
It takes me 22 minutes, but I can do it.
Dude, ain't no way I can do 2 miles. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Strong. You know what I'm mad about losing the weight though? I really want it to be like a ninja. Like they can run and they can jump and they don't ever lose breath, but I've got the brute end of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now I'm a brute and I don't want to be. I want to be a ninja.
So you want to be a ninja?
I want to be a fucking ninja.
Have you tried I give them so much credit, the CrossFitters.
Yeah.
God, I like watching them.
That's like what we do.
Yeah. Man, for them to be able to lift and move like that.
It's tough. Man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm always good in the strength portions of things. It's just, but when it comes to like the conditioning, it's like...
Yeah. Yeah, that takes time.
And Mom makes fun of me all the time. He says I look like that meat person from SpongeBob. You know, that goes meat. Yeah. Because I didn't breathe on. Anyways, Mike, what's the end game here? What's the goal for you with the skills training and working with the kids and stuff like that?
It would be. I want to do it where it's full time.
Okay.
It'd be nice to finally give up, the job, and do just this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I love it.
Yeah.
I love training kids. I love seeing their face when they finally make those plays or what you've been working on all week.
Got you.
And then they go to those games and then they send you that video like Isaac.
Yeah.
His parents always sending me video, and I love
that's awesome.
Seeing what we've been working on, him applied on the field, and that's where I get my pride from.
Sure.
I'm like, this is why we do this.
Okay.
And then seeing them just get recognized for it as well, man.
Do sometimes your skills training, does it sometimes might conflict with like their coaches and stuff like that? Like with what they got going on? Or do you think it's more beneficial?
No, I think it's actually beneficial because one thing I've known too, for when you're coaching with an org or a team, you don't have that time to break certain things down and to teach technique all the time. I mean,
Sure.
you only got 2 hours.
Yeah.
And you got to train, you got to get ready, you got to get 5, 6, 7, 8 boys ready.
Yeah.
In 2 hours, it's tough to take your time and break things down.
Definitely.
So as far as I know, everybody I've seen, they promote like, hey, if you can find a trainer for that position, do it.
Do it. Okay.
Do it so that way when they come out here, we can just go through the plays and timing and everything.
Okay.
So,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Mike, listen, I freaking loved having you on the show. I'm so proud of everything that you're doing.
Went fast.
Yeah, it did go fast, right? No, okay, so, but listen, you work a regular job.
Yes.
You're training.
Yes.
And you got to coach your daughter.
Yes.
What about personal time? I mean, you're about to get married. How are you guys going to go on, like, honeymoons and stuff?
Luckily for me, she's very supportive.
Okay.
I would say she's very supportive of it.
Yeah.
But we try to weave family time in. Here and she's an awesome mother.
That's what's up.
Awesome mom, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask for a better mother for my kids.
I got you.
So but we try to weave our time in here and there, and most of the time she wants the kids to be around.
Okay.
So this time like, well, let's go do something. Let's go eat, me and you.
Yeah.
Let's bring the kids.
Okay.
You know, so she likes to have that family. She's very family oriented.
Yeah, got you.
She grew up with both mom and dad.
Yeah.
I grew up with just one.
Okay, I see.
So I'm okay with it. The kids not being involved, but she's not like that.
I got you, yeah.
She's family oriented. So we do a lot of things with kids. We're actually planning our first cruise in November.
I'm going to go.
Huh?
I'm going to go.
Come on.
I'm coming.
Come on.
I'm inviting myself. I don't care.
Come on.
I need fucking vacation away from
We're going to have a good time.
I need you to leave me in whatever country you're going to, and then I'll figure out life from there. Like,
He's going to figure it out.
I'll start the public affair out there somewhere. Like, okay, I'll do what I got to do.
Yeah, so we're excited.
But yeah, no, that's what's up. But listen, again, I'm so proud of you and everything. How can parents reach out to you if they're watching this right now and they want to get their kids involved?
Follow me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Michael Hamilton. Just like you said. Right now that's just bad. I got just my Facebook. A lot of people DM me. If you want to, you message me, I'll give you my number.
That's it.
And we'll go from there. I mean, I'm easily found.
You know what? Here's one more good question before I go. It's just like it really just came up. Okay, ready? Kids in 2024 are different than in 2004.
Oh, yes.
Like when we were teenagers in their age. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I wonder, do you think when because you've been training in this sport, I mean, pretty much your whole adolescence.
Right.
Yeah. And so do you think that it's different coaching a kid in 2024 than when you were being coached in 2004?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The kids these days aren't as mentally tough as they were back then.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's you can't talk to these kids now.
They're sensitive.
Yes.
They're sensitive.
You can't coach them like we were coached.
Okay.
You know, and I'm still stuck in that old school coach phase.
Yeah.
You know, yelling, kind of getting your face. I'm stuck in that phase, and then where now you can't do that with these kids because their own parents don't do that with them.
Okay, no, I was gonna say that because I don't know, I kind of a little bit beg to differ though, like because like my friend who coaches, he's tough,
right?
You know what I mean? But it's so crazy how the kids like latch on to that, you know what I mean? Like they're not crying, so I mean you have a little bit of difficulty with that.
Yes, you know, some of them, like you said, they'll latch on because they like that feeling challenged.
Sure,
like, I want to prove you wrong, or they like to get that pulled out.
Or they want to
make
my coach proud, or
exactly.
Something
But then you also have some kids where, you know, it's like, my own mom don't even talk to me like that. I ain't let you talk to me like that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know, and it's, you know, like I said, that one org I was coaching, some of them kids, they're 12 and they're bigger than me.
Oh, wow.
You know, so I'm looking up to some of these boys and they run their household.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
You know what I'm saying? So they're, you know,
that's got to be a challenge in itself.
So it's like, how are you going to tell me what to do, when to do it if I go home, I'm the man over here.
Do you ever talk to their moms and be like, listen, you know, when he comes over here, it's,
and
I'm a dog walk him. Like,
you know, they'll say go for it, but as soon as they kid makes that call, Mom, come get me now.
Oh, they do it.
Yeah, they'll fly over to pick
Listen,
them up.
parents, stop teaching your kids to be little bitches.
Yeah,
stop it. No, he can't say it, but damn it, I will. All right, we don't need any more little punks in here, all right?
Yeah, it's okay for them to get challenged.
Yeah,
they need that, man. They need that. It builds character.
And I feel like that's your job as a coach. Coaches are just naturally hard. They're hard. You know what I mean? They're tough. And so, listen, irregardless of the fact, I wish you nothing but the best in your future. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on to the public affair. Is there any shout outs you want to give? Anything that you can leave us with or anything like that before we head out?
Man, just no shout outs, nothing like that. Just actually I do have a shout out.
Oh, yes.
I would like to shout out to the the Waco Southern Panthers, the Brazos Gators. They're all out there in Vegas representing Central Texas right now.
That's what's up.
Representing Waco, Cleo and them, Ray, Snuff and all them.
Yeah.
The two great organizations out there, and they got a lot of talent in those two organizations right now.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Soko, we got to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
We got to get it together.
Yeah.
No, one day. Well, listen, thank you again so much for coming onto the show. I really
appreciate
it. Yes, to everybody that tuned into this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow Big Mike on social media at Michael Hamilton. If you want to get your kids involved and not be little punks, don't be wasting his time. And then all of a sudden, you're going to let your kids call you, pick you up and shit. Don't do it. He doesn't have the fucking time. He's not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it.
There to get better. There to get better. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. All right. You guys, I've got more of the public affair on the way. Now, before we go, I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe again to everybody that tuned in. Thank you guys again so much. Before we go, let me give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of the public affair. Do you like hearing me do this?
Yes.
Can
you run through it so good,
do,
man?
Yes.
I don't know how you do it.
I try. This episode is brought to us by Brothers Roofing and Remodeling with my boy Jesus Sanchez, all the way from Mart, Texas. He's a small construction business specializing in general roofing needs and so much more. Listen, y'all know that it's supposed to snow and stuff. Okay, we're about to get that crazy weather.
Yeah.
Make sure your roofs are protected. Make sure your roofs are protected. Everything is protected. Everything in your house is protected. Make sure that your pipes are good, everything. And if you guys need any remodeling or anything, hit up my boy, Jesus Sanchez. Now, sometimes that jobs can get a little bit pricey as well, but he offers amazing finance options as well. So that way you guys can make payments. Listen, hit up Brothers Roofing and Remodeling, Sabla Español to Mart, Texas, or excuse me, to Jesus Sanchez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the J. Pedal and Poke with Junior Fuentes, Thomas Roberts, and their entire, don't you love J. Pedal?
I haven't tried them.
You have to go.
I always see you going there. I have to try.
I stay at J Pedal. Oh my God, they're providing delicious, savory Japanese crepes and poke balls, and they also have handcrafted Thai rolled ice cream for dessert. You could choose from a menu item or just be like, I like to do Big Mike because I like to be in control. They have proteins. You get your proteins after you work out and stuff like that. They're perfect for a good workout.
Right.
After a good workout, they're perfect. Locations on University Parks Drive and Hewitt Drive. You can order online as well on their app at J Pedal. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Elite Barbershop with my boy Sid Rodriguez, located on Hewitt Drive. You can call the number on the screen to book or download the Squire app. Walk-ins are welcome as well. You see my haircut, right?
Yeah, clean.
That's it.
Short.
3.5 years. He made sure I'm coming on the show looking raggedy.
All the time.
Okay, yes. Except that one time I had the flu. He also has Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Clint Fletcher, Isai Reyes, and Stan Ceballos. Oh, and of course, Kyle Berry over there now, making you look snackish, as I have for more than 180-something episodes of The Public Affair. To Elite Barbershop, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, to Jeffrey Monreal with Pollo Box and Audio, home for all your LED needs and auto accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and so much more. Definitely a jack of all trades and one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. He did my Starlight. He did my tint. He's put car audio in my car. He fixed the LED lights. He does every single thing. If you want your car and your ride pimped, hit up Jeffrey Monreal with Pollo Box and Audio. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. To all of you guys that tune in. Listen, I told you I kept my phone on and nobody called me.
Nobody
called me. The DMs is dry as fuck. But don't forget, you guys, to always keep it between us. That's it.
Man,
that was it. And that was
that wasn't bad at all.
That was less than an hour. It was like 40,
that was actually fun.
45 minutes. Oh, 50 minutes. Okay. Because sometimes I just be having people on my Facebook. I'm like, oops.
Same.
Here we go. He works at. Oh, look. Is this guy? This guy?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to add him.
Yes.
And then, yes.
That's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to add him.
Him and I think they would give you a great show.
For real.
Yeah. They've really done a lot of things for the youth.
Yeah, definitely.
And is a character.
Is he really?
He's a character.
Okay, I'm gonna have to meet with him and we're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, he's a character. I told him when I was doing it day, and he was like, "No, for real."
Yeah.
And I said, "I'm gonna tell him to call you, dude."
Yeah.
And he was like, "For real?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Bro, the stuff you're doing needs to be out.
It
needs to be out." Yeah. And what better way than
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Put him on the podcast.
Here, let me get my producer to take some pictures.
Okay.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.